the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the real.
Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Let's go, let's go! Ready? Mike 52 right here. 52. Check the out.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On second down, McCaffrey. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Middle. Look out. I got you.
They will run for the first time here with White. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So Kaiser brings up the Browns offense 1st and 10 at their own 21. Kaiser. Flush to his right and avoids the contact by sliding. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Kaiser. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going. It's Kaiser. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. They'll throw here. Kaiser. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Let's go, at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
52's the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
Let's go. We got this. We got this. Middle. 52. You must be. Hey, Charlie. Mike 50. 52.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe some explanations.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On second down, Clement. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On third down, a run with Cohen. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tariq Cohen, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To the air, Allen. And he rifles one incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Allen going to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Going for it on 4th down, Allen. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. First down, here's White. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a carry for White. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. On third down, a run from White. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Here's McCaffrey. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
So Kaiser brings up the Browns offense 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Kaiser. And some room to maneuver. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. On 1st down, Allen. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey. Motion, pop.
Now Allen to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Kaiser. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Flushed out right. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Kaiser. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He sets to fire deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown. As the first half is winding down. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying.
Well, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And
under pressure, they got him again. Carl Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Kiki QT. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. To throw again on 2nd down. Kaiser. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Kaiser now has hit on just 7 of 17 passes, 41%. Kaiser to throw it. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. To throw, Kaiser. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Kaiser escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. First down, Kaiser. Roberts has it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's Kaiser. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not only going to tip it, I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
52. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up.
On 2nd and 7, Allen going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Kaiser. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Kaiser. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. So Kaiser brings up the Browns offense 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. This is Cohen. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Kaiser. And my goodness, another intercept. Johnson, oh, it's poke free. Football's out. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Back now in Pittsburgh, It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. Throwing on second and long. Kaiser. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's third and long. Kaiser. Able to haul it in is Kittle. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And now here's another interception. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 79 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with White. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. They go right back to White here on first down. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. On second down now. It's White, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. On third down, White. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing now is Allen. He gets it to Brown, complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point try now for Succop. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. To throw is Kaiser. And he completes it to Cohen.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Off the toss, Cohen. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. The Browns' drive about to get started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll throw here. Kaiser. Oh, Kaiser can't get away, and he'll go down. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Kaiser now. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Kaiser to throw for it on 4th. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run. This is White. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
One of the fun parts about working with you is that we've learned that there are different ways to do things than the way we were brought up to do them. This is Madden. Of course they were going to go ahead and get another score. What do you mean take a knee?
And that just makes the final margin even more lopsided. I think they earned themselves a cold drink from the fridge, right?
There's no
Maybe
doubt
some
about
pretzels, too, some hummus. Go crazy.
See, we've learned.
Go crazy.
We have learned the Madden way of doing things.
So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Pittsburgh, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year, and they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.
One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account